Let's see what's going to happen as we go into this. To the top left-hand side, our blue Zerg player is from Team Clash. It is Lambo. And he is going to be playing against the red Zerg. To the bottom right-hand side, it is going to be PenguiN. So what's up, how's everyone doing in the chat? You get 2 donation goals and you get a poster? Dude, you won the poster. It was insane. You won a poster and a Co-op Commander when I could finally find it on the store. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen here as we set up into the ZvZ. I'm not going to let people in the game, guys. God damn it. Actually, Base Trade have that as a Patreon reward, don't they? If you are, I think it's like $100 a month or something. It's like you can spectate one series out of certain series, like certain tournaments only. You can spectate one series from in-game, as long as you don't lag and stuff. I think I actually had that as a Patreon reward of my own for a while at one point. It was a while ago that I had a Patreon, like 9-10 months or so. I was actually thinking about bringing the Patreon back because I'm going to be doing some I'm going to be doing some stuff that isn't really focused on the whole, it's going to be doing some stuff that isn't focused on Twitch directly, so I thought the Patreon might be a cool way to, or a bit more stuff that isn't completely focused on Twitch. So what might be cool to have again, maybe. Early game here. Well, Bayonet starts up from Lambo. He does throw down the third hatchery as well already, so he's going into a fairly standard style. PenguiN's got the link speed on the way up. He did throw just one worker on the gas after the 100 gas initially from the speed. So he's still mining, but kind of slowly. Big difference at the moment is the queen count. 2 queens apiece, but obviously about to be 4 against 2. So a lot of queens from PenguiN. That is going to be one of the things that's slowing down his own third hatchery so far. Cool drones of PenguiN coming in. You're going to see PenguiN throwing down the very fast lair of his own. So the fast lair is kind of an interesting choice here to go into the fast lair, the Roach on the Evo. Just kind of playing the Roach-based style without actually ever committing to the, he did cancel Ling speed, so he's just going to go into kind of the Roaches right away, bypasses Ling Bane. That obviously gives him some advantages throughout the game here. You know, Lambo, he's spent 150 gas on Ling speed and the Bane Nest. So that's kind of gas that's kind of down the drain for him to some extent, but he does now go straight into +1 missiles, recognizing that his opponent's not going to be aggressive here. And so nice from Lambo. Now one of the things Lambo will have is the advantage of having the much faster third hatchery. It's something PenguiN still has to build into at some stage. Lambo even has the faster +1 as well. He'll have a slower Roach speed, which means he'll have to play defensively in terms of what he does in Roach versus Roach. And yeah, I think defensively in Roach versus Roach is kind of completely fine. But what's going to be seen now is Spire from PenguiN, so he's really throwing down a bit of everything or so far. It's a little bit crazy as you see that Spire starting up. And again, that Roach Rowan is going up at the natural expansion. Drone's going to come on down in towards the third base, and we are just going to be seeing this Overseer of PenguiN all the way through in towards the main. Queen poking it and prodding it. As that lad just finished now from Lambo. He's not going to be that far behind on Roach speed, but again, a half minute or so without. It is the sort of timing where you will have to sit back a little bit. Now, will Lambo be able to see the Spire coming through? He's actually going to start up a whole bunch of Roaches already. He's actually 7 workers ahead as well, so he's looking pretty good, Lambo, so far. Obviously, the big thing is that PenguiN is banking up money, and he's also looking to, he's banking up money he's invested into the Spire He's going to commit in towards the Mutalist here, and that is there's the main issue, or the main difference between the two players as of the moment. A couple of links from Lambo here, going to be running across over to the right-hand side. A few extra drones on the way out for our red Zerg player. PenguiN just getting those first few meters up and finally taking this third hatchery. Lambo with nothing to really deal with meters right away, so we'll see just how quick he can respond. One of the things is he's got a lot of overlords on the map, so he will kind of have the meters hitting on his overlords very soon. He'll have to start pulling a few of those back home to make sure that they don't all go down. Now he does start up the Hydraless Den, and that's because he does see the meters with his Overseer. So Hydra Den starts immediately, and does he actually start a couple more Queens as well? We'll see. He's only got, what, 3 at the moment? It is a common thing to do. He also starts Pneumatized Carapace, which I actually don't mind. It doesn't take that long to research, 40 seconds. So it just gives him a chance to actually save maybe, you know, for example, this Overlord has more chance of being kept alive. Actually, nice split by PenguiN, sending a few meters around the map just to hunt down Overlords. He's probably not going to be able to save these Overlords in the end, but it's a nice idea, and it just means he can still have the Pneumatized Carapace to reposition Overlords later, perhaps. Or to pull them away from meters if they can, you know, if a meter attacks this one, he'll be able to pull it back or something in plenty of time, etc. Well, first Hydra on the way up, plus 2 missiles from both players, as we do see the Roaches starting to stack up from PenguiN behind this. One thing that's very common to do is obviously try and deal some damage with the meters to slow the Roaching player down. While going into your own Roaches, and then kind of just mass and pure Roach to try and overwhelm, as they've got kind of Hydras and so on, and they may just not have enough Roaches to actually stay alive as long as they need to. Obviously, if the meters do enough damage as well, that sort of push can become even more deadly. And you can see already the army supply of PenguiN will keep on skyrocketing here because Lambo has to invest into other things. He had to build a Hydra Den, he had to build the muscular augments for the Hydras, and of course he's having to build Hydras, which are just a little bit more supply efficient than Roaches. It means the supply doesn't rise as quickly, but it doesn't mean his army's going to be of better quality for a given supply, and that means that he can fight a little bit army supply down. You've got to remember as well, there is these 7 meters which in the army supply of PenguiN are not necessarily really going to add much to the table at all. It's coming back over to the right. There is an Overseer here that Lambo is very likely to lose over the next couple of moments. It goes down pretty swiftly, and you can see that Chinjin getting picked off as well. Huge spread of Overlord still from PenguiN, of course, allowing him to just see everything going on the map. Just going to be seeing this Overseer going to finish morphing on in, and once the Overseer finishes morphing in, just have a few meters down at the left-hand side, going to start working their way through that hatchery as well. So, Hatch taking some damage as these Hydras going to be pushing forwards too. Meters taking a little bit of damage here. Drone cancels and rebuilds the hatchery. And again, just going to see another meter picked off by these Hydralers. Nice damage done so far by Lambo, but PenguiN's been doing some bits and pieces with the meters too. I mean, you know, he can't say that these meters have been a waste. They've kept Lambo back, they've kept him busy. Now you see that very typical Bane speed and even +1 melee from PenguiN. He's going to go into the Bane lanes as a way to counteract the Hydras here of his opponent. Idea, of course, if you can get rid of enough Hydras with a big burst of Banes, then suddenly your Roaches will just overwhelm, and even maybe the potential to make more meters again to keep on firing. Hydras up top are actually going to intercept these meters. The meters are going to go down. PenguiN loses all but 2 of them, and I mean, obviously 2 meters on their own will not be able to do much. Actually, there's a third one given in. He gives those up as well as he stops them flying a little bit too close to the base. Well, PenguiN can just max up on more Roaches now as a Lurker Den though from Lambo. Now you can actually morph those Hydras into Lurkers, so in the end he actually gets into a very regular and standard and powerful composition for the ZvZ. So this changes up quite a bit here. I was going to be seeing a whole bunch of, I imagine, Lurkers in the next few moments coming up. Meanwhile, Roaches of PenguiN moving through the top side. And we're just going to be seeing these 6 Lurkers from Lambo on the way up as well. Spore Crawler here nibbles away at that Overseer. Already one Roach getting picked away at, and it's going to be seen turning around. The Roaches spreading out again. Some Banes going to start being targeted. Oh my god, the Banes are going to get huge connections as we just see PenguiN just run straight up this ramp. The Lurkers finally finishing Burrow though. That means PenguiN does just have to back away, but I think Lambo so far is looking pretty okay in this. I think he's feeling kind of fine at the moment, as we do see a couple changelings getting picked off there, getting shut down. Some Lurkers now burrow up to this top side, moving down to the side of PenguiN as well. And see what he can do with these set of Roaches. Burrow continuing to come on through for PenguiN at the moment, as we're going to be seeing. Well, this fight does just continue here. A couple more roaches going to be chased away. PenguiN splits away and does start to hit the fourth base of Lambo. Some lurkers and some roaches can respond to that here, as again it's Lambo chasing away through this northern side. He does momentarily take a supply lead. PenguiN with more workers, so he's able to kind of rebuild from his losses a little bit more easily. There's the Burrow play coming through as well to actually avoid these roaches until the Overseer comes up. It's actually a nice thing about the pneumatized carapace being built. That Overseer will be able to come in and keep up with those roaches a lot more easily. Do we see an Overseer over here? We do. This fight is going to start up. I mean, the Lurker's starting to get into position though, and this is not a fight that PenguiN can continue to take in any way, shape, or form. I mean, even if he comes in from two sides, the Lurkers are just going to be way too powerful. I mean, look at them shredding the roaches on the south side. Lambo is very convincing up to the north, and now we see 30 roaches in reproduction here from PenguiN. The reality is that's not going to be enough, because he's just not going to find himself a way to actually fight those lurkers, and they're going to take part in that. And it will be open to subs only, by the way. If you're a sub, by the way, make sure you check that Twitch message and get yourself signed up for the giveaways we mentioned in the Twitch message that went out the other day. If you didn't get it, it will go out again before time is up, but yeah, still make sure you have a read and all the rest of it. Alrighty, guys. Did it fix the replay issue? That'd be awesome. That'd actually be really flipping cool if it fixed the replay issue. You're able to watch the replay back? Hey, nice. That's good. It means it saved my my replays of the Team League Season 7 round of 8. Alright guys, to the top right hand side of our map, our Blue Zerg player from Team Clash. Give it up if you're cheering on Lambo. And to the bottom left hand side, our Red Zerg player, it is PenguiN. Game 2 of this best of 3, Lambo looking good in the macro in Game 1 against the Mutalists of PenguiN. Actually looked really darn good, honestly, Lambo. Very impressive stuff from him throughout. See how this continues on then. As we, well, we're in game, we're off and away, and we're seeing what's happening. Let me pause and play my stream. I really hate it when my stream's a bit further behind where I am. It triggers me. Triggering. It doesn't trigger me that badly, but, you know. I'm just going to get rid of these low ground rocks. Just going to make sure you can't misclick on it later on. Who reads Twitch messages? Well, hopefully you guys, otherwise I'm just writing them to nobody. Yeah, you, I mean, I told you in the Discord as well to go and read the Twitch message. I'm telling you on the stream to read it if you want to sign up. The whole point is to reward people who read the Twitch messages, you know? You can't see the replays from 4.1 patch? What do you mean? I thought that's what they just fixed. I just thought that's what we just saying, that they just fixed it so you can actually watch the replays from the new patch anyways. Or is it like the new patch that you now can't see replays from? They just completely... I don't even know if that's bad or good for me. Anyways, Road Draw and an Evo Chamber dropping down at the front here. Just going to see these couple of things are running around, looking to see if they can get in and do a lot. I mean, Roadtron and Evo in combination here from PenguiN. A very similar setup to the last game. It's Lambo who's going up to the free hatcheries. He's got the link speed. His opponent doesn't. It's in fact the exact same setup as the last game, as we now see those creep tumors being placed and pushing out further onto the map. So map control being established here, and as that gets established, we are just going to be seeing again +1 missiles on either side of the map starting up. Neither player really with an advantage. And I guess my main question is, we have 4 gases again. Do we see the Spire once more from PenguiN? And was that part of his plan here? Because I don't really feel... I mean, I feel the meters were okay in the last game. It wasn't, like, super amazing, though. He's going to throw down the Spire once more. So he's going to try it once again. Obviously happy with how it went last game. I wonder what he changes up then. Maybe he just bypasses the Banelings and instead throws down his own Lurker Den. Could be a big part of it. Just going to see that lair is going to finish morphing here in a moment or two, and as that finishes morphing, oh, I mean there's a Roach Speed on the way. There is Spire about to finish up as well. All these little bits and pieces, just getting to be ready to roll. Again, Lambo's just making a whole bunch of roaches as he prepares to just deal with any potential attack or so. Hatch does come down to the right hand side, getting ready to roll. Man, my glasses are really hurting my ear today with my headset on. So that's why I'm just a bit quiet. I'm trying to rearrange my headset so I don't kill my ear. Oh, it's really hurting. Meters on the way out then, so we'll have a little bit of a look to see what they can get up to. Just 6 again, not too many really early on. I mean, he went 6-7 last game. I think 7 again is the exact number he's going for here. So 7 meters. We'll see, I mean, what exactly Lambo wants to do. Spores for now on the way up. What if he actually commits into the Hydras once again, or whether he's actually just going to go like pure Roach against this with Queens to defend. This isn't necessarily a requirement to go for the Hydras if there's not that many meters. Just going to see those meters moving in towards the main base and going to be picking away at a couple of drones. Going to see that Overlord getting caught as well. So Overlord just get picked off, and again just going to be seeing these couple extractors being worked away at. So extractors taking some hits, and this one's going to go down in a moment or so. A few drones jumping into this gas as well. And these few Queens from Lambo just moving forwards to poke those meters away as well. Look at then drops from PenguiN. Getting set up and ready to go. The +2 missile attack as well here. For our Zerg player just getting established. The Rotron also just being set up in the near future. Queens are starting to poke away at this Overlord in the main, or in the middle of the map. So Queens getting rid of that Overlord here, and again, Roach Ravager through the center of the map here to see what else is going to be happening. He is in the main, getting rid of another gas. Lambo does not seem to be caring about replacing them. And you know what, PenguiN? It's kind of interesting that he's the one spreading creep, because he's the one who should be afraid of attacks like this, and hence shouldn't be spreading creep, should instead be putting himself in a position where the creep is kind of pinned back to stop Queens from running across. Lambo will be happy about this, and well, there's just been creep all the way for these Queens as they push on in. I mean, the meters aren't even here just yet to actually help out. You're going to see a couple of Roaches getting cancelled there too, and well, Lambo just has more units straight up to fight this right now. Those meters are trying to pick off reinforcements, which is nice, but it doesn't help in the overall fight. With transfusions available, these Queens are really helping these Roaches to just push through. As we're going to be seeing the we're just going to continue fighting, and they're going to be continuing to take down. Well, a few more Ravagers, these extra Roaches as well. Looks as though everything is going to get picked off here. And that's going to be pretty much, I mean, is that just game? Is it over? The Lurker Den has just finished. Can he get Lurkers out? I don't think so. He's making pure Roaches. Yeah, probably not. PenguiN seems to know it. GG's out. Lambo takes game 2.